first completed item. I think we've seen that. You know, they picked up a couple of kills. They're being a little bit more proactive on the map. Vander jumps in the mid lane. Maxwell here with a flank, kicks him back. He goes straight into the team, flashes away, but can't get away.
He's basically all about just trying to gank a lot, and try and snowball lanes. I don't think these are the best lanes to try and snowball, but you know what? Kick is saying, I'm going to look to kill.
So catch out Maxthor, who is coming in for a little bit of an invade here.
There is a Pantheon behind
That's a flash. Kick is there. Maxthor. Here's the Q. Forbidden jumps in as well. Kick is with the follow-up. Maxthor locked down underneath the tower. One more flash isn't enough. Takes the tower shot. And now Kick is on the chase. Doesn't have the flash. Does have the chilling smite. There's the slow. No way away from Maxthor from the Heartseeker strike. A final spear in the back will get the first kill.
And Kickis is alright, as we said. Towards the later stages of the game, Pantheon will definitely fall off. His value is much harder to be implemented in these fights. And again, I think I'm not surprised that we're seeing a super slow early game from the side of Misfits. I think that it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't think they need to snowball. I think they may even look to trade towards top side of the map as well, as Maxwell looks to secure this Rift Herald. So I think both teams are like okay with how the game is playing out right now. As you said, Rogue have really good scaling, and Misfits have a really strong mid game. So like, because neither of them rely on snowballing the early game, it's not the end of the world. And again, when you kind of look at a Pantheon comp, what you'd kind of think is, oh, Pantheon LeBlanc, and then Pantheon, like, Jace isn't the best example, but think of some top laner that's only really good in the early game. Like, those are the kind of conversations where Pantheon needs to gank. Riven could be one example, yeah.
You're looking at kill lanes.
Yes, but Rogue haven't drafted for that, so Kicks is like...
Back here, some ardent shouting on the screen. Maxwell goes in for the flash jump. Kick is fighting onto it though. There's the Stand United trying to get Maxwell down before Gorilla can join. They take him out. And Misfits took the initiative, but Rogue take the kill. Here's the unstoppable onslaught. Soaz joining the fight. Senko still has the flash. Soaz now forced back underneath his tower. Misfits very much on the back foot as Rogue reacts to that
pretty good. And when we think about Rogue, a lot of their games, assuming they can get past the late game, often end up at this point in the game where they have to rely on scaling more. Oh, hang on, we have another gank at top lane.
The Baker's coming for a party in the top lane. Pull back with the disdain. Soaz underneath the tower, but pulled in with the fear beyond death, and Rogue get another kill. Is Pantheon making waves on Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, great play there from Kikis. They do find another kill onto Soaz, but Misfits have the right set towards the bot side of the map. They have the Rift Herald. They'll likely be able to trade this for an objective, and I don't think Rogue will be able to get a tower. So the goal gap will close a little bit, but so far, Kikis making this Pantheon work. Now, Maxwell making a return to the mid lane.
Sekus has the package and the flats. Caught up in the Rune Prison. Maxwell goes in with the kick. Package comes away. Q does not connect, and Sekus will escape using just that single ability.
Curious as to whether or not Maxwell...
That's something we often talk about with Shen specifically, is how you want to have proactive Shen ultimates.
Ooh, this is dangerous.
And Maxwell jumps in. Senko's coming in from the side as well. Kikis actually has a lot of damage down onto Maxwell. You can see the Stand United comes in. Gorilla flashes over with the taunt. Didn't actually connect onto Kikis. Kikis running away, but the chase will come in and Forbidden secures the kill.
So, a couple flashes had to be used from both Gorilla and Featherven, but Misfits do finally find their first kill of the game. It will mean that Hansam is in a 1 versus 2, so Rogue's bot lane is going to continue to push up towards the top side, but Misfits doing what they can to trade objectives and will make their way towards the Mountain.
Yeah, Mountain Drake's so good for the team as well. You know, if you're looking for those objectives in the next 10, 15 minutes or so, it gives you so much of a bonus in terms of damage. And they will secure it first dragon of the game, but then I think we've seen that. You know, they picked up a couple of kills. They're being a little bit more proactive on the map. Vander jumps in the mid lane. Maxwell here with a flank, kicks him back. He goes straight into the team, flashes away, but can't get away from Forbidden, who has got all 3 kills for Misfits this game. Kikis jumps in, catches Gorilla. Bin, with the fear beyond death, will pull back to Shen, and it's a 1-for-1 trade in the mid lane.
Really good kick from Maxwell to set up the initial play from Misfits, but Rogue with a stronger collapse allow them to get a 1-for-1 overall. No objectives are going to be traded for the time being, as Drake is still 2 minutes away, and Rogue, they don't have the wave to set up for a mid-tier 1, so ends up just being a couple kills going back and forth.
It feels like both teams are just trying to make small forays into the enemies.
Around the bot side of the map right now. Misfits going to make a cross-map play towards the top.
Yeah, Valkyrie from Senko's been immediately just locked up underneath the tower, giving across to Forbidden once again. All of his team's kills sitting on the Rise's shoulders. Forbidden having a very good game with that Morello Nomicon and Seraph's Embrace complete.
Also note that Maxwell's been involved in every single one of those kills, so while he has had a couple of misplays, while Rogue has been able to realize, I can't.
So here's the problem with that. I played Nocturne into Corki mid today. TP used by Finn, trying to catch out for Bivin. There's the blast gun as well, but he'll use it to get to safety. Vanderpool's push of Fisher. Hiku jumps across the wall as well. Hans Sama comes in from the side with the cunning, just trying to dissuade Rogue from going for the engage, but they get onto Gorilla. Dodges away. Shenton across the wall. Kick is looking for the chase. Pulled back all the way into the meat grinder as Finn gets the kill, and now the Baron on the cards for Rogue if they want it. Instead, looks like they're going to try and get mid-pro it.
Now Rogue were aiming to kill Feather, then get that shut down, put Rise behind. Now they're looking for another fight in mid.
All out so as he's forced to flash away. Lots of damage going on to Kikis as well, but Hiku doing a lot of work on this Ezreal. Can never discount the amount of damage an Ezreal can put out at this portion of the game. Just to make sure that they can pull Gorilla back. Here's the ultimate going in behind the tower, forcing away Hans Sama. Finn on the chase there. The Valkyrie comes out as well. The package locks up Hans Sama, and Rogue dive between the towers to get the kill.
That's one thing we haven't talked about, but has to be respected with Pantheon. When you're setting up around a tower, you just ulti behind it, and it immediately forces the opposition to back, because they don't want to take that damage. It scales really well with AD, and then the follow-up from both the Urgot and the Braum is really solid, and now they have their eyes set on Maxwell. The Baron is alive, and he's not going to get away.
Yeah, Maxwell has to try and dodge away from Vander, but Vander gets the final punch into Maxwell's back. And now Baron started by Rogue. Gorilla there to try and answer for Bivin as well. He's very big. If he can get into this fight, he could do a lot of work. Soaz on the front line for Bivin, standing on a wall. Baron down to 8,000 HP. Rogue so close, you feel, to a victory in this game. If they can take down this Baron, they're going to get it. Misfits give it up. Rogue still have quite a way to go, but they are looking very, very strong.
He's really, really strong, like the Righteous Story. You talked about it as well. The Panther ultimate, here it is again.
Gets in behind the tower, and once again, it's Hans Sama who's isolated. Rogue pushing in with the Baron buff, already a 2,000 gold advantage taken off it, and Misfits have to find a way to react. They have to stop Rogue, because otherwise their inhibitor is just going to fall.
I think it's just going to fall, Medic. They tried to split push with Feathervin, but right now Rogue is too strong. The Misfits can't split up the map. They have to group, and Rogue want that position. Senkuk's level 16, they found another pick.
Soaz caught out, locked up with the concussive blows, he's dead! And now it's a 5v3! Rogue looking for the win. It will be their first win of the LEC, and what a team to take it against as well. They're onto the Nexus towers.
This is huge for Rogue. They're onto it, Medic. This could be it.
First Nexus tower down. Maxwell backups trying to defend. And Sama up in 3 seconds as well, but already Rogue have blocked out Gorilla. Forbidden just can't do anything, and Rogue come a knocking with the Pantheon pick. Rogue take their first win of the LEC.
Joy on the faces of this Rogue squad. Relief on the face of Senkux as they beat Misfits in 27 minutes.
You made me